really excited about today because we're going to start reading about cool inventions that different people have made. And some of these people are kids. So, yeah. I'm also really excited because we're not reading from a book, we're reading from a magazine. A Time for Kids magazine. This is another piece of informational writing that is in our library, but that we also have in our information center. No, wait, question.
Are we going to go a little, or we're going to be like...
So right now, we're just going to listen as I read aloud, and tomorrow you will all get your own copies. So, scholars, before I start reading, who has an idea of what an invention is? What's an invention? One?
An invention is something that someone made.
An invention is something someone makes. Can you give me an example?
An example is Jeffrey made a machine that throws gumballs out. That's it.
Yeah, that would be a good example. A machine that throws gumballs. Jeffrey.
Or also like the Wright brothers.
The Wright brothers built the first airplane. You would yell.
I have a question. I want to try to make a invention.
I'm glad you asked. So, scholars, after I read, if there is time, I will let you return to your desk and you can write about something, write about something you would like to invent. Keely.
I also have some about the magazine. Will they be in black and white?
You see. All right. Last question away.
An invention like a creation that some people make.
Yeah, an invention's a creation that some people make.
Can I share something from Needle?
Yeah, share something for you.
How much different from Needle animation of like
Describe it.
maybe like an elevator.
Elevator?
House that came out of the ground, so for the food to put it in, then you could just put it like beans and chicken.
So I think they call it like a pulley system. I think if that's what you mean. And then last one.
I would say Anna invented ovals and ketchup.
Yeah. A lot of people invented a lot of things over time. So we're going to look at the coolest inventions that were made in 2011. That was 3 years ago. So we're going to look at what they invent. And while I read, I want you all to think of what you would invent. As I read, eyes are tracking, fingers pointed to show that you're tracking, voices are up. You don't have to point, but I need to know you're tracking. Coolest inventions of 2011. So as you see, this magazine has a lot of different features. A lot of little articles that we can read. It talks about what kind of items that kids got for kids. There's surveys. Keeps you posted with things that are happening in other countries. Yeah, it's a really interesting article to read. So, we'll start with this one first, this page. Coolest inventions. Inventors don't always drink their milk. Sometimes they make clothes with it. In an inventor's eyes, a hummingbird can become a tiny spy. An oil drum can become a solar-powered computer. Inventors bring the seemingly impossible to life. Check out the results of their creativity on these pages. Can you imagine what they'll think of next? So let's look at this one. Help at hand. Want to find the best nearby burger? Just ask Siri. The latest feature on Apple's new iPhone. So scholars, if you or your parents or your sibling have an iPhone, sometimes if you click the main button long enough, you'll hear a voice, and that voice is meant to help you with stuff. So if you ask, where's the place where I can find a cheeseburger? No, guys, it's a legit question. The phone will bring up different places around you to find food. Or if you ask, I need to make a schedule for an appointment with Juan. The phone will open up your calendar and ask what day you want to put it, and they'll make the appointment for you. So it's hands-free. You don't have to do anything. Okay. The digital assistant can also remind you to do your homework or take out the garbage. The best part? There's no need to use special words, no way, in order to be understood. So ask away. Siri is ready to serve. So in the page, they give us an example, a caption. So this is a phone, and you can say things like, on May 19th, remind me it's my dad's birthday. And the phone will say, here's your reminder, and show you the date and what supporting events going on. So in this case, dad's birthday. Or you can ask it, will it be sunny in Miami? And the phone will reply, Ashley, bring your sunglasses. It's going to be nice in Miami. It's amazing. Now technology is getting to the point where it can talk back to us. Let's look at this one. It's a boat. It's a plane. French designer Jochen Arturi is helping people travel by water and air in the same craft. So he's helping people travel in water and in air. The flying yacht can sail the seas, and it can also take flight. The ship's 4 sails are each 133 feet tall. When it's time to take off, they become wings. 2 propellers pull the plane through the air at up to 240 miles per hour. So, there's the plane in water, and what happens is that these sails fold in and they turn into wings so the plane can take off and fly. So, you don't have to move to different places. If you're on the sea and you want to travel faster, can you imagine your boat just folding its wings and going up into the air? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, it kind of looks like a bird. So let's look at this one. Set to break records. Now I'm going to flip it so we can see the picture too. Alright, at the very top. It says, ooh, this one's got a funky carbide. It says, listen carefully, set to break records. In 1997, Andy Green broke the world land speed record. He drove a car at a speed of 763 miles per hour. Engineers are working on a car that will top 1,000 miles per hour. It is called the Bloodhound SSC. The team has a good driver on its side. It's Andy Green. So the man who broke the land speed record is going to be the driver of this car that's supposed to go over 1,000 miles per hour. Jeremiah.
I just want to say I saw this video of Andy Green, and I saw the video of him breaking the record of 763 miles per hour.
Is that something that we can look online if we're interested? Yeah, it's something we can look at home. What do you have?
So practically he's trying to break his own record. So
He's trying to break his own record. He's trying to see if they can break that record. Raise your hand if you're interested in soccer. Silent hand. Then you'll definitely like this one. Okay. This one is called, let me make it smaller so you don't see it. Okay. Voices up. This one's called the Soccer Bot. One of the champs of RoboCup 2011 was Charlie 2, a 5 foot tall, so almost as tall as me, he might come to here.
Oh my God.
A 5-foot-tall robot created by Dennis Hong at Virginia Tech. RoboCup is a soccer competition for robots. The goal is to create robots that can compete against humans. Engineers hope the bots will be able to defeat human opponents, opponents means the other player, by 2050. So they've made a robot that can play soccer. Now they have to work on it more so it actually beats a human player. They can make one for football, we'll see. So, next one. Power plant. Every hour, enough solar energy strikes the Earth's surface to power the world for an entire year. What if that energy could be stored for later use? The artificial leaf can do just that. Much like a real leaf, it can change energy from the sun into energy that can be stored. How is this invention like a leaf? So it says that it can change the energy. Leaves have a very special process of how they take energy, how they take the heat and turn it into energy. It's called photosynthesis. What is it called?
Photosynthesis.
Yeah, we learned about it a little in our assembly that we had about the trees. So they're saying that they're going to make a piece of technology that is just like that. If we want to save our energy, it will save it for you so you can use it later. So that means if the lights go out right now, I could just pull out the device and use it to make the lights go back on. Okay, and a map in 3D. Tell me what 3D is. Here. It's like glasses? Yeah, I remember wearing glasses.
It's like black.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. So you wear glasses? Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like those.
It's got to do with those. Okay, what else? Evan?
And last, you get to see it in 3D, and you get to see this technology.
Yeah, things come out at you. Okay, so, I wonder what I mean when you say a map in 3D. A map in 3D. The Urban Photonics stand table display is full of color of holographic map. Holographic means that it's an image that looks real. You can see it. And it almost looks like it's real, but if you put your hand through it, it's not. A holograph is a 3D image. Software creates the map using information from the real location. Then, lenses recreate the buildings and land features in full color. No 3D glasses needed. The map displays are up to 1 foot tall. So that means if I wanted to see what EPACs look like, I could just say 5 EPACs, and an image will come up showing the school. I'll be able to see how big the building is, what the size is, the playground, the height of the buildings, all in one little holographic image. Anyway. Yeah, it looks a little funny, but today people are working on it to make the image more clear. That way it doesn't look as funky as we're saying. Okay. I want to give you guys time to write, so listen to the other more inventions we have. Tough Tech. UNICEF's digital drum is a solar-powered computer center. Nice eyes up. It is preloaded with educational content on topics such as health.